That is not the way to tell Homelander.
This university, my universe.
If Gen V Season 2 taught us anything, it's that the boys' universe is far from done shocking us. The series may have started as a spin-off, but at this point, it's practically the backbone of everything coming in The Boys Season 5, the final chapter. From Sister Sage's shocking betrayal to the formation of a new resistance led by Marie and Starlight, Season 2 didn't just build a bridge, it detonated one, sending ripples through every corner of this world. And with the boys confirmed to end in Season 5, these last pieces are finally falling into place. Here are 6 insane theories that could redefine the boys' endgame and explain how Homelander's downfall truly begins. Queen Maeve's hidden return, the ace up the Resistance's sleeve. This theory shows why Queen Maeve's quiet disappearance might be the most strategic move yet. Since the end of The Boys Season 3, Maeve has been presumed dead after sacrificing herself in the battle with Soldier Boy. But let's be honest, this is The Boys. No one stays gone, unless there's a reason. In Gen V Season 2, Starlight mentions working with hidden allies outside of the main group, mysterious figures operating off the radar after Homelander's military coup. That tiny line could be the breadcrumb that confirms Maeve is back, but in the shadows this time. Maeve's death gave her something she never had before. Freedom. No cameras, no Vought, no eyes watching. Now imagine her working quietly with Starlight's resistance, advising from behind the curtain, using her deep knowledge of Homelander's psychology and Vought's internal politics. Even without her powers, Maeve is smart, trained, and fearless. She knows how Homelander thinks. And if she's working as a ghost ally, helping to train Marie's group or feeding intel to the Resistance, she could be the unseen strategist turning the tide. This theory shows why the ultimate weapon against Homelander might not be another soup, but someone who already beat him once and lived to tell the tale. Stacey Ferreira's deadly power, the sting that could change everything. If you blinked, you might have missed her, but Gen V quietly introduced Stacey Ferreira, a mysterious replacement for Ashley Barrett with a strange, lethal ability. This theory explains why her power might become the most devastating weapon in The Boys Season 5. According to Gen V's showrunner, Stacey's limited screen time was only due to scheduling, meaning her story is far from over. Her ability is simple yet terrifying. She can release a sting that kills both her and her target instantly. Think about that for a second. In a world where Vought controls gods and monsters, a single act of self-sacrifice could be the one thing no one expects. That makes her dangerous, not because she's powerful, but because she's willing to end it all. This theory suggests Stacey will reappear in The Boys Season 5 as a wild card. Maybe she's manipulated by Vought to assassinate someone like Marie or Starlight. Or maybe, in a shocking twist, she joins the Resistance and sacrifices herself to take down a soup no one else could touch, perhaps even Homelander himself. It's poetic in a way. The world's most selfish characters finally defeated by an act of total selflessness. This theory shows why her absence in Gen V might have been intentional. A slow burn leading to one unforgettable moment of impact in The Boys finale. Kate's fourth wall twist, the show's most mind-bending theory yet. Now here's where things get weird and brilliant. This theory suggests The Boys Season 5 could literally mess with our heads by letting Kate use her powers on the audience. Kate's journey in Gen V was one of guilt and redemption. After years of manipulating people's minds, she finally promised Marie she'd never use her power again.
Marie, I said I would never use my powers against any of you. You have to stop.
Marie! But what if she breaks that promise? Not on her friends, but on us. Imagine this. The penultimate episode of The Boys ends with absolute chaos. The Resistance is crushed, Homelander wins, the heroes we followed since Season 1 are dead. Fans rage online. People think the show lost its mind. Then, the next episode opens, and it's revealed that everything we saw was an illusion, a collective manipulation triggered by Kate's ability. She made the entire world believe Homelander had won, only to create the perfect setup for his real downfall. It's risky, sure. But The Boys has always broken convention, from fake news segments to corporate propaganda scenes. A literal fourth-wall mind control twist would be the boldest yet. This theory shows why Kate might be the key to the show's ending, not as a fighter, but as the one who changes how the audience perceives the truth. Stan Edgar, the mastermind behind the Resistance. If there's one name that never truly disappears in The Boys universe, it's Stan Edgar. Giancarlo Esposito's return in Gen V Season 2 felt small, but make no mistake, it was deliberate. This theory reveals why Stan might secretly be the real mastermind behind Starlight's new resistance movement. In Gen V, Stan offered protection to Marie and her crew, hoping to regain control of Vought. But his plan fell apart when Sister Sage and Cypher took over, leaving him sidelined. Now, that failure could push him to an unlikely alliance with Starlight, A-Train, and the Young Soups. Think about it. Stan has everything they need: intelligence, resources, and a personal vendetta against the chaos that ruined his empire. He doesn't want to save the world. He wants to control it again, on his terms. By backing the resistance, Stan gets a front-row seat to Vought's destruction and Homelander's fall, setting the stage for him to rebuild once the dust settles. It's cold, calculated, and perfectly in character. This theory shows why the enemy of Homelander's enemy might not be a friend but a businessman waiting for his moment to strike. Homelander betraying Sister Sage, the beginning of his downfall. This is the theory that ties it all together. Gen V Season 2 revealed that Sister Sage, the smartest person alive, had been working with Thomas Godolkin in secret, manipulating both sides in her endless chess game. But the twist? She fell for him. That one mistake, emotion, cost her everything. And for Homelander, who believes himself to be above human weakness, that's unforgivable. This theory shows why Season 5 could begin with Homelander turning on Sage. He's already paranoid, unstable, and furious that others are gaining influence over him. The second he senses Sage's disloyalty, or realizes she once acted without telling him, she becomes a threat. And when Homelander eliminates Sage, he won't just lose an ally. He'll lose the one person capable of keeping his impulses in check. Without her intelligence guiding him, he'll spiral. Every decision will be more erratic, more self-destructive, until the very empire she built begins to collapse from within. This theory shows why the beginning of Homelander's end won't come from brute force, but from his own ego, turning him against the only mind that could have saved him. The tragic end of the Old Guard, Kimiko, Frenchie, and Mother's Milk, and finally, the theory that hurts the most. Rumors from the Writers Guild listings hint that The Boys Season 5, Episode 7 might be titled The Frenchman, the female, and the man called Mother's Milk. That's not subtle, and fans know what that usually means. This theory explains why these three beloved characters could die together in what might be the show's most emotional moment yet. Kimiko, Frenchie, and MM have always been the human core of the boys. They're the conscience of the team, the ones still holding on to a sense of morality in a world that lost it. But with Gen V positioning Marie and her classmates as the next generation of soup fighters, the Old Guard's story might finally be ending. Their deaths wouldn't just be for shock value. It would symbolize a passing of the torch, a brutal reminder that this world doesn't allow heroes to live forever. Picture it. One last mission, one final stand against Homelander's army. Kimiko unleashes everything she has. Frenchie sacrifices himself to save her. MM holds the line until the end. It's heartbreaking, but fitting. The kind of finale that reminds us why they mattered in the first place. This theory shows why their loss could give birth to something new. A new team, a new resistance, led by Marie, Jordan, and Starlight, rising from the ashes of the old one. Final thoughts. The endgame begins. When the boys began, it was about one thing: power. Who has it, who abuses it, and who dares to fight it? But now, after Gen V Season 2, the story feels bigger, more human, more tragic. Every betrayal, every loss, every spark of hope is leading toward one inevitable truth. Homelander will fall. But it won't be by brute force. It'll be by intelligence, emotion, and consequence. All the things he thinks he's immune to. These theories don't just predict the boys' ending. They explain why this universe still matters, because behind every explosion, every twist, and every drop of blood, there's still one question that defines it all. What happens when gods fall, and the mortals they ignored rise to take their place?